Good morning, children, and we will continue our chapter 4 linear equation in two variable of class 9th. I am Vinod Mittal from Springfield Public School, and today we will learn the graphical representation of linear equation. So for this we can take the first question of exercise 4.3, x plus y equal to 4. Question number 1, first part, x plus y equal to 4. And to make the graph of this equation, first of all find out the value of one variable in terms of another variable. Like I can find out the value of y is equal to 4 minus x. This is my independent variable, this is my dependent variable. Independent variable means I can put any value of this variable, but the value of this variable depend upon the variable x. So put any value and find out three solutions. At least three solutions are required, even though you can make the graph with two solutions also, but that will not be considered as perfect. Better you take three solution, and why three solution I will give the reason later on. So first of all, put x equal to 1. If I put x equal to 1, 4 minus 1, 3, y equal to 3. Put x equal to minus 1. So 4 minus minus 1, 4 plus 1, it will be 5. Put x equal to 4, 4 minus 4, y equal to 0. So you can take any value of x and find out three solutions, then represent it on the graph. You can see on the y-axis I have to go up to 5, 0 to 5. On the x-axis minus 1 is also there. So minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is y-axis, y dash. This is x-axis, x dash. Now represent these points in the Cartesian plane. 1, 3, it means on the x-axis, along the x-axis 1, then along the y-axis 3, put the sign, and this is the proper way. Just prick and circle it. Prick and circle the point. That is the proper way. Don't make the point so dark and so big. Just prick and circle it. Similarly, minus 1, 5, minus 1 and then 5. Just prick and circle it. Then 4, 0, that is 4 and 0. And write the coordinates of these points. This is 4, 0. This is 1, 3. This is minus 1, 5. Join these points. They must lie in the same straight line. Join them. If they are not in a straight line, it means your graph is wrong. Something problem is there in finding out the solution. Now I am telling you why 3 points are required, because 2 point will always be collinear. You will not be able to check out whether your graph is correct or wrong. By 3 points, if they are coming in a straight line, it means your graph is correct. That is why at least 3 points should be there. And write down the equation on this graph line. X plus y equal to 4 in the box. Put the arrow on both ends. It means this line is extending endlessly in both the directions. And remember one more thing, all the points, whether this point is there, this point is there, this point is there, this point is there, all the points on this line are the solutions of this equation. It means if I put that value, like this is 3 comma 1. If I put that value x equal to 3, y equal to 1 in the equation, my equation will be satisfied. All the points, whether I have taken all the points here or not, all the points which lie on this line are the solution of the equation. Remember this thing. So this is the way to represent a linear equation on the graph. You can try the second, third and fourth part by your own. Next is give the equation of two lines passing through 2, 14. 2, 14. Give the equations, two equations passing through 2, 14. Question number 2. So there is a point 2, 14 in the Cartesian plane. I don't know, but it will be somewhere in the first quadrant. 2, 14. So infinite line can pass through this point. This is 2, 14. Infinite lines can pass through this point. So infinite equations can be there, but we have to make only equations of two lines passing through. So x equal to 2 and y equal to 14. These are the coordinates of the point, and we need to make only two equations. So first add them. First equation, x plus y is equal to 16. By adding these two, you will be able to make the equation, first equation. By subtracting them, x minus y equal to minus 12, because when you will subtract them, the sign will get changed. It will be minus 14. 2 minus 14 minus 12. So two equations are x plus y is equal to 16, x minus y equal to minus 12. How many more lines are there and why? So next question is the how many more lines? So there are infinite lines. There are infinite lines which can pass through 2, 14. And why? Because infinite lines can pass through a point. That we already know, because In junior classes we have learned that from a point infinite line can pass through, and from 2 points only one line can pass through. So this is the reason for the question asked in the question. Question number 3, if the point 3, 4 lie on the graph of the equation 3y equal to ax plus 7. Question number 3. Question number 3. Three comma 4, 3y equal to ax plus 7. So because 3 comma 4 lie on the graph of equation, because it lie, this point 3 comma 4 lie on the graph of equation, naturally it is the solution of the equation that we have done in the graphical representation also. Every point on the graph line is the solution of the equation. So 3 comma 4 is the solution of the equation, and solution of the equation, we know that if I put the x equal to 3, y equal to 4 in the equation, the left hand side will become equal to right hand side. So therefore put x equal to 3, y equal to 4, y equal to 4, or you can write 3 into 4 is equal to a, x is 3 plus 7. So we can write directly left hand side equal to right hand side, because this is the solution of the equation. So 12 is equal to 3a plus 7. Take the 7 to this side. 12 minus 7 equal to 3a, and a equal to 5 upon 3. This is the value of a. Next question is question number 4, then question number 6, 7, 8. These are the questions in which we will make the linear equation first of all by reading the statement into variable, then we will draw its graph. So question number 4, taxi fare in a city is as follows. Question number 4. For the first kilometer, the fare is rupees 8, and for the subsequent distance, fare is rupees 5. So total distance, it is written in the question, total distance is x kilometer, and total fare we need to take as rupees y. This is written already in the question. So we will have to take x as total distance, y as total fare. For the first kilometer, for the first kilometer, fare is rupees 8. It is also written in the question. For the subsequent distance, now first kilometer remove from x, because total distance is x, and for the first kilometer we have already taken 8. Now next kilometer, x minus 1. So x minus 1 kilometer will be charged at the rate of rupees 5 per kilometer. So 5 इंटू एक्स माइनस 1, जितने भी किलोमीटर ये रह जाएंगे उसको हम किससे मल्टीप्लाई कर देंगे, 5 से. 5 इंटू एक्स माइनस 1, तो ये रुपीज़ आ जाएंगे, एंड टोटल फेयर विल बी दिस प्लस दिस, 8 प्लस 5 इंटू एक्स माइनस 1. This is 8 plus 5x minus 5. This is 8 minus 5, 3, 5x plus 3. So this is total fare, and it is written in the question that total fare we need to take as y. So this is my equation. Now make the solution table. At least 3 solution must be taken. X, that is independent variable, y dependent. Find out 3 solution, represent in the Cartesian plane, and draw the graph of the equation. Question number 5, that is, graphs are given to you and some options are given. You have to tell which option related to which graph. So just check the solution given in the graph, in which equation they are satisfying. All the 3 points in a graph, which equation they are satisfying. Whatever the equation they are satisfying, that equation related to given graph. So try yourself question number 5, 6, 7 and 8. In 7 also, Yamini and Fatima, 2 students together contributed 100. Take the contribution of Yamini as x, Fatima as y. X plus y is equal to 100. In question number 6, work done by the body, so that also to be tried by your own. Question number 8 also. Thank you. Rest in the next lecture.